Hello.
Hey, what can I help you with?
I'm here today to sell this.
What is this?
I think it's a hand from something called a Dimetrodon.
Where did you get this?
I actually won it in my divorce. It was my ex's prized possession.
Okay, I wasn't expecting to hear that.
Well, he took the ring and I got the hand. I'm at the pawn shop hoping to sell my fossilized hand of a Dimetrodon. It seems that all the bones are in place. It looks complete, so hopefully I can make some money on it. I got the fossilized hand from my ex-husband and I was pretty excited because the ring he gave me was fake, but hopefully his prized possession is not. I'm hoping to get $5,500 for my fossilized Dimetrodon hand. Every time I look at the hand, I think of my ex-husband, so it's gotta go.
All right, well, it looks pretty cool. Do you know much about it?
All I know is that it's some really old animal that lived a very, very long time ago.
Dimetrodons predate dinosaurs. They actually were fully extinct before dinosaurs even evolved into, what we know as dinosaurs today. So if this isn't just a pile of rocks, it could be over 270 million years old, and it's probably pretty valuable.
That's what I like to hear.
What are you looking to do with it?
I'm definitely looking to sell it. I hate looking at it and thinking about him.
How much are you looking to get for it?
Oh, well, when I was looking on the internet, I found that, these old fossils could sell for a lot, so I was hoping I could get maybe somewhere around $5,500.
All right, I actually have no idea. It looks like fossilized bones to me, but there's also a few pieces in there that just look like pieces of rocks, so...
Is there any way to find out, maybe?
Well, I could actually have a paleontologist come down and take a look at it, because I honestly have no idea what it's worth.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll be right back.
I'm hoping the paleontologist comes in and tells me that the bones are real and that it's actually worth a lot more than I'm hoping.
I need to give you a hand with something today?
Oh, you're pretty funny, I see.
But,
So, can you tell me a little bit about the item?
I actually don't know much. All he said was that it was a Dimetrodon, and when I heard that word, I knew to tune out. I'm sorry.
Dimetrodon is actually my favorite prehistoric animal. I could go on all day about how cool these animals are, but first I want to take a look at it. Do you mind?
No.
Wow. This is Dimetrodon. This is one of those things that I'm so familiar with, I don't need any special cameras or lights to let me know that this is the real deal. To me, the surface texture, it's really porous. There's nothing that looks like, plastic or painted like that. My only question here is, do you know how it was collected?
I think he said that he found it in some garage sale or something a long time ago.
So, this, if it were all associated, meaning that all these bones came from one animal, would be really, really valuable. The different colors of preservation here kind of lead me to believe that this might be a composite.
So what does that mean, it's a composite?
All the bones are legit. They're all Dimetrodon bones, but they're not all from the same animal. It looks like they might have just had several different animals, but they were all incomplete, and they used those parts to put together one complete hand.
Oh.
Okay. What kind of price can we put on this hand knowing that it's a composite?
About $3,500.
Okay, well, you have a Frankenstein hand, but it is authentic, so that's good news. Well, I appreciate you coming in, Andre. Thank you.
Hey, anytime.
Well, it's real. Would you take $1,000 for it?
I think 1,000's a little low. I mean, he said 3,500. Could I maybe get, 3,000?
How about 2,000?
Can you do 2,500? I need to get at least a little more than the fake ring he bought me.
You know what? I'll do 2,500, and then you never have to think of this guy again.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I'll meet you at the counter, and we'll get you paid.
While I didn't get the full amount I wanted, I think 2,500 should be just enough to treat myself to the honeymoon I never had.
What do you have here?
I have a Oreodont fossil.
I prefer my Oreos dipped in milk.
But that one's pretty good, too.
This one is pretty good, too.
I wouldn't eat it, though.
Yeah, I don't think I'd eat it either.
I'm here at the pawn shop today to sell a fossilized Oreodont. I think this fossil can bring some really good money because it's in great shape. For what I've seen online and doing a little research on it, it's pretty good size, too. So I'm looking at getting $8,500 for this Oreodont fossil.
This is pretty cool, man. As far as I know, an Oreodont would have been kind of like a sheep. and they would have been found as early as 5 million years ago, all the way up to 40 million years ago. So it was a hoofed animal, herbivore. You can tell by the teeth here, still intact, that these teeth would not be meant to eat meat. These were meant to grind up vegetation, and it looks like a pretty big set of bones you have here. This jaw is pretty big right here. I don't think this would have been a very small animal.
No.
Do you know much about this?
I don't know much about it. All I heard is that it's an Oreodont, and it came into the family many, many, many years ago. But I don't know exactly who got it or where exactly from.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I have no idea if it's real. I do know these things are faked, and it would be very easy to slip a fake right by me. But it seems pretty cool, and it seems to have a lot of bones here. What are you looking to do with it?
I'm looking at selling it.
How much are you looking to get for it?
I'm thinking a fair price will be about $8,500.
Okay, I imagine if this is real, that's probably a fair asking price. I'm not exactly sure. I'd like to have someone come down and take a look at it, though, because I can't tell you if this is a real fossil. And I actually have a buddy who's a paleontologist, and he can probably make it down here pretty quick and shed some light on this.
That would be awesome. We both will learn something from it.
Give me just a few minutes, I'll be right back.
Good. I've been told all my life that it's a real fossil, but I never had it looked at by a professional. So I'm really curious to see if it's a real fossil from a real Oreodont.
Hey, thanks for coming in.
How you doing?
Hey, Chum, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. I have something what I think could be really cool here. This gentleman says it's an Oreodont skull.
That's a really large Oreodont skull. Oreodonts were a very diverse group of mammals from the Oligocene, kind of closely related to camels and pigs, if you can believe that. There's really not anything alive today that we can compare them to. They're pretty rare. Their fossils represent only about 1% of all the fossils found in the Badlands. Well, there's definitely a skull there, but it looks like there's a lot more.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little pile of bones going here, too.
Yeah, that's what's really cool about this fossil. It's not just a skull, this is an associated skeleton, meaning that those bones are still connected as they were in life. This is where the animal laid down and died, got buried and fossilized 30 million years. If I can, I'd like to get a closer look at it.
Yeah, you don't mind, do you?
Yeah, go for it.
So, Chum, I'm gonna take this camera and we're gonna be looking for some obvious restoration, things that people use to hide blemishes. A fossil like this needs to be kept in its original condition. It significantly affects the value. All right, so I definitely see some fill here, but that looks like it was done to stabilize the jaw. So I wouldn't really consider that restoration. But if you look at this bone right here, you see those cracks?
Yeah.
Yeah, this bone looks really good. I'm not seeing anything that would indicate that this has been heavily restored. This fossil is in as original condition as you really can find one.
Yeah, I can see it. It's pretty cool.
I've got one more tool, Chum, and this is gonna tell us a lot about the most commonly faked part of these fossils. These teeth should glow under black light. Oh yeah, look at that.
So those are the real teeth.
Those are the real teeth, and let's take a look at these canines on the front. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, I didn't see those up there.
So, you know, this is one of those fossils that if you're a nerd collector like me, you can appreciate it with the lights on, but, you know, you can enjoy it in the evenings with some party lights as well.
Okay, well, what kind of value could you put on it?
A specimen this unique and this complete, with the articulation, I would expect a retail price of $14,500.
Well, that's definitely good news for one of us.
Yes, it is.
All right, well, I appreciate you coming down, and I will let you know when I get another pile of bones in.
If you have any trouble, just give me a call.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Well, that's a lot more than I was expecting it to be. Would you take $7,000 for it?
No, I came pretty set on that 85, and that was already super low. So you're gonna have to sweeten up the pot a little bit.
Especially now after you found out it's worth $14,500, huh? I think I'm gonna have to pass on it. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that want it, but for that price, it's gonna be a tough sell here in my shop.
Okay.
All right, thanks for bringing it
All
in.
right, no problem.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Too bad that we couldn't close a deal today, but now that I know that the fossil is worth more, I'm gonna take it to a collector and really get a payday on it.
What do we got here?
Well, we have a set of fossils, Pescara, Tyrannosaurus tooth, and North Africa crocodile skull.
All right, cool. So where'd you get these?
I got them at a estate sale down the street from my house.
Okay. I mean, this is kind of really impressive. The crocodile is the most amazing animal ever. They've been around for like 400 million years, and they really didn't have to evolve that much because why evolve when you're already the perfect killing machine? It's hard to find fossils that nice. Same thing with the fish, because this one you can actually see like some scales and things like that on them. Now, this T-Rex tooth is cool because it's a T-Rex tooth. Maybe there's DNA in there. You could open up an amusement park. Oops. Breed some more of them. How much you looking to get out of these?
The skull, I want 8,000, and the tooth, I'm trying to get 3,000, and the fish, I'd like to get 1,000 for it.
Okay. Have you had it checked out by anybody?
No, that's why I bought it here, so I can learn a little bit more about it.
You really got to be an expert to tell them these things because fossils have become so popular. All this stuff is faked a lot, and I have no idea how to tell. But I do have a buddy. Let me go find Andre. He's my buddy. He's the paleontologist. He knows all about this stuff, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
So here we go, Andre. Here's the fossils I was telling you about.
Wow, okay. This is a fantastic collection. Do you mind if I pick any of this stuff up?
Sure, go ahead.
Of course, I'm gonna go for the Tyrannosaur tooth first.
Okay.
I hate to tell you, but this is a replica. It's a good replica, but this is not real. The weight's not right. It feels like an artificial substance. This is definitely not genuine.
Okay, so that one's out.
We've got one fake, but I recognize this fossil, and I can tell by looking at it on the table that this is a genuine fossil. It's a Priscacara that lived in a freshwater lake system in the western United States during the Eocene period. Through a series of volcanic events, these fish were really well preserved in the volcanic ash that suffocated everything in the lakes, and that's why they were so well preserved.
Okay, and this guy right here.
This is another fossil I'm really familiar with and really faked quite often. Do you mind if I pick this up?
Sure, go ahead.
I can tell by the shape of the snout and the basic anatomy of the skull that it's a Dimetrodon, which is an Eocene crocodile.
So how old would this be?
Roughly 60 to 50 million years ago, right after the dinosaurs went extinct. These guys managed to find a foothold and survive. These guys would float up to the top of the water and just wait for fish to swim by their open jaws, and they'd snap them shut.
Okay.
Yeah, the teeth look good. This thing is phenomenal.
Okay. What's the fish worth?
The fish is worth about 500 bucks.
Okay, and the Diosaurus.
Dirosaurus.
All right, I was close enough. Okay,
Yeah.
the Dirosaurus.
Got it. This is a really nice specimen. Honestly, it's the best one I've ever seen. $16,000.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna pass on the fish just due to the fact that I have a lot of fossils at the shop and it's not super unique to me. But this right here, you're asking $8,000 for it, and quite frankly, it's worth more than that. I mean, I'll give you $9,000 just for the skull.
Well, the appraiser said it's worth 16,000. Can you do 11?
If I didn't call the guy in, you'd still be wanting 8.
Good thing we called him.
No, 9's the best I can do. It really, really is.
Can you do 9.5?
I get a lot of people in my shop. I get thousands of people a day at my shop, but like, rarely do I get someone walking in saying, hey, you got any petrified crocodile heads? So $9,000, we got a deal?
Yeah, we got a deal.
All right, sweet. Just go right over there. My guy will get you paid.
How are you doing?
Hi, how are you guys?
So what do you got here?
It's a dinosaur hand.
Wow, this is the first time I've seen a hand in worse condition than yours. Pretty rough.
I'm here to sell some bones that I believe are a dinosaur hand. Right now they're in a box and they're scattered. However, when you try to put the pieces together, you can see that it almost looks like a dinosaur nail, dinosaur fingers. I'm asking for $1,500. Honestly, I have no idea how much the bones are even worth. I'm just trying to pay rent.
This is interesting. So where did you get it?
I used to be a caregiver, so I got it from one of the guys that I was taking care of. He used to collect bones.
Okay. Did he tell you what kind of dinosaur it was from or anything like that?
Pterodactyl? I can care less, I don't know.
This looks like a complete dinosaur hand to me, Rick.
How would you know?
I'm practically a professional. Spent a lot of time with Andre, you know, our paleontologist. Do you mind if I touch them?
Go ahead.
I can tell if they're dinosaur bones just by touching them.
Do you even understand what a petrified bone is?
It's a bone that has been preserved.
Okay, basically, the biological material has been replaced with different minerals in the soil. That's how you tell the difference, because it's not bone, it's mineral.
Well, that's what I was doing with my touch test.
They're petrified bones. That's what they look like to me. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I think it is from a dinosaur. I think it's really old. But how much do you want for the dinosaur bones?
I was hoping to get $1,500 out of them.
The thing is, I have a buddy that's a paleontologist, but I talked to him the other day. He's out in the field, and I'm not going to be able to get a hold of him. I've bought fossils before. They look good to me. I don't know if it's a full hand. I don't know what kind of animal it's from. I'm really gambling with this. I might do really well. I might do really bad. I'd give you $1,000.
1,000.
Yeah, I'll go $1,000. I mean, like I said, I'm just gambling on this. I really am.
You know, it's better than nothing, so I'll take it.
All right, will you go write her up?
Yeah, I'll meet you at the counter.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Chum is definitely going to need a hand putting this together. So where's Andre's place at?
It should just be around this corner. Yep, there's a big dinosaur. It's got to be him.
Now we're in Texas, meeting up with our paleontologist, Andre. He's going to help us assemble this and hopefully give us a hand on figuring out what it's worth.
Rick, that dinosaur has more hair than you.
Welcome to Texas, guys.
Hey, what's going on? Pretty cool spot you have here.
Thank you. Welcome to my museum and lab. This is where we do all the amazing stuff putting the fossils together that we find in the field. The majority of this is from Texas, and it was dug up and found by myself and my crew.
Okay.
Speaking of fossils,
Yeah, you brought it to the right place. We can take it in the lab, pull the bones out, make some identifications, and hopefully I can give you a hand with it. Let's go.
all right, Rick, don't touch unless you ask.
Let's take a look at what you brought.
So here it is.
Well, I can tell you right off, this is really exciting. I saw it in the video when you guys called. You've got at least part of a hand, but not dinosaur. Looking at the shape, this is important right here. This is what we call a diagnostic fossil. So the shape, the size, it can only be one thing. This is a Permian animal. What we've got is a collection of claws. At least we have all the claws for this hand, and it's looking like we have all the digits as well. This thing's really coming together. Check it out. It's a complete hand.
Okay.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, this is very cool.
Bought it for $1,000, so what is a hand like that worth?
If I was selling this piece, $5,000.
All right, sweet. It sounds like I made a good deal on it.
You definitely made a good deal. All we're missing is the arm bones.
Hey, where did we find the arm bones?
Actually, I have a site here in Texas that we might be able to find some original fossils. You guys want to go dig?
So I could be like Indiana Jones for a day?
Yeah,
If you just text Chum the directions, we'll meet you out there tomorrow.
awesome.
And can I leave that with you for now?
Yeah, I'll get this put up in this case, and you guys can take it back to the shop.
And in the meantime, let's get something to eat and explore the town.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. See you guys in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Rick, don't step in the poop.
I won't. So there's just supposed to be dinosaur bones out here.
There is thousands of bones out here.
This is a paleontologist's dream, Rick.
All right, this is it.
Looks like a bunch of dirt and rocks.
Well, we're gonna have to take a closer look. So, the first thing we need to do is basically get our eyes adjusted to the fossils we're looking for. So check this out. You see this smooth texture here? And it's a lighter color? That's what the bone's gonna look like in contrast to the red soil. That's a 300 million year old Permian fossil.
Okay.
So if you just spread out, get down, start looking for those lighter colored bone fragments, everybody's gonna leave with something.
Okay, and definitely avoid things like that.
Yeah, I would avoid those piles.
That's poop, Rick.
I know that.
But given enough time, that could become coprolite, which is fossilized poop.
Maybe we should take some home.
No. I'm gonna go over there and dig.
All right, sounds like a plan. So we're in North Texas, in an area of the state known as the Red Beds. Rick and Chum aren't paleontologists, but at a spot like this, everybody can find a fossil.
So, Andre, are these fossils?
Okay, we got a nice piece of skull here. These are all shark teeth.
Okay.
Andre,
What do you got?
I think I see a bite mark on this.
Dude, that's a big rib section. Yeah, that's clearly a bite mark on it.
Somebody had ribs for dinner.
Yeah. What about that?
That's a seashell, I think.
That's not a seashell. That's a lungfish tooth.
Is that good?
This is awesome. This is a find right here.
So, what is this worth?
20 bucks.
What about mine?
You got it $300 worth, man. You killed it.
But it's not about the monetary value. It's about how much fun we had, and I definitely had the most fun today, so I am the winner.
All right, man, amazing day. I had no idea that there was places here where just like the stuff is just laying all over.
Absolutely. I really appreciate you guys coming out and making the trip to Texas. Hopefully you'll come back soon.
Yeah, I will. Rick, I'm gonna need you to hold my fossils.
You know what? I'm really hungry and I want some different kinds of bones. I want some barbecue bones.
All right, well, let's go get some ribs.